Good morning, everybody. Yeah, just about isn't morning anymore. I was hoping to get a little bit earlier start on this little makeup hike this morning. I'm actually out back on the mountain to see, but I'm only doing today, and I'm only doing 10 miles. I'm going from the Cherry Grove Overlook to just beyond the Pisgah Inn. So I got on the trail about 10 o'clock, about 10 till. It's right now 5 after. But that first little climb of the day, it was no joke. Coming out of Cherry Gap, that's where I came from. I came up and found this marker. Looks like a National Park Service marker. Nice little summit to one hill, I guess. I'm not sure the mountain. But then this is the way I'm getting ready to go. It is flat for about the next 50 feet, and then it drops. And according to the maps, before I left home, most of the day is either going to be flat or downhill. There were two major climbs. One was a short, just 500-foot climb. The other one is the 1,000-foot climb, a little over 1,000 feet, from below Pisgah Inn up to the parking lot of Pisgah Inn. So, just getting started. If I see anything to show you, of course I'll bring it up and let you see. But it's a beautiful morning. The temperatures are in the 50s. Not supposed to get up much more than, 70 degrees, but walking in these mountains, that's going to be some warm weather. But I will be shaded a lot of the time. There's, trees don't have their leaves yet, but still, the trail itself, just from the number of actual trees here, it still provides a little shade. So I'll give you just a little preview of what the trail is looking like here for me. Like I say, pretty flat through here, but if you don't watch where you're stepping, especially with these leaves on the ground, you'll hit a rock and you'll be on the ground yourself. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera away and try to make a couple of miles, and then I'll get back with you. All right, I'm out. All right, according to my map, we are coming up on a view. It's marked as a view on the map. I haven't seen it yet, but just the walk up to it looks pretty awesome. So figured I'd take you along with me so you could actually experience the walk up as well. So it's rather steep. I'm gonna try not to fall. Of course, with the camera, I can't use my trekking poles properly. So anyway, here we go. Beautiful rock formation here that you walk right through the middle of. It looks like it's opening up. Don't think that's the view. That could be the view we're talking about. It is beautiful. Let's continue on here. Another huge rock. I think maybe we haven't gotten to it yet. There's another one of these parkway markers. Looks almost like the geological markers. Oh, yeah, trying to go down. geological markers you see. But we still haven't opened up to a view yet. And I tell you, the walking to this point has been rugged and uphill. And I have been out of breath about the whole trail. But it looks like we're actually coming up onto another opening. As I said, all morning long it's been rough. I am dying coming off the couch after winter. But anyway, let's get on up here and I'll try to see if I can't get a good view. All right, we'll see in just a second. All right, the funniest thing just happened. I was just talking to you and said it looked like it was still uphill. Another little opening to get to the view spot. Well, as soon as I turned the camera off and started to put it away, I looked to my right in a very, very narrow trail. Again, just like in my last hike. If you'd just been walking and looking and worrying about the uphill, you'd have never seen it. But I walked up that little trail and look what I found. I found the view spot. And since I'm up here, I'm actually going to take a minute and have my lunch. You can still see, or well, yeah, you can see, but you can also still hear the parkway. It's a pretty good drop below us, but I can't think of a better place to stop. And I don't think I'm not gonna have lunch. I'm just gonna have a nice little snack. I've been struggling all day coming up these hills, and at first I attributed it to just, not done any hiking much over the winter, but really I think what it is I just haven't had enough to eat this morning. So I'm going to eat me some trail mix with some chocolate in it, and hopefully that'll help me to pick up some energy, because I'm kind of moving slow. Of course, it has been uphill, and it's going to be downhill for a little bit and then straight back uphill, downhill, and in the end of the day it's going to be all uphill. So I got to get moving. But just before I leave you here, that is a trail that I came up here on. You wouldn't even see it. So up there, over this rock formation, and then you get your view. And man, is it beautiful. All right, let's have a snack and get back to hiking. I'm out. All right, I'm making my last cross of the parkway here before I get to the Pisgah Inn. Woo, that wind picked up. But here we are. You can see across the road, just at the base of that power lines, where I got to go back in Once I get in the woods away from this traffic, I'm gonna sit down, have a little lunch. There's a car coming. Have a little lunch. Maybe build up some energy before I go up this next grade. It's just a 500-foot climb, but like I said, I've been sluggish most of the morning. And I kind of think it's because of that little bit of trail mix I had at that last view that we looked at kind of gave me a boost. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit of lunch here. It is 12:30, and you can see we're getting ready to climb. So I'm going to find me a spot here, sit down, and have me some lunch. Taking a real chance on lunch. I see a log up here. I'm gonna go up here and sit on this log for lunch. But yeah, I'm taking a big chance. I'm terrible for doing this, but 2 hikes ago, I packed myself some little thin sliced bread rounds that I make sandwiches on, and had some left over. So I just put them back on the shelf with my camping gear. And gosh, I'd say that was probably back maybe August when I put those away. And it's March 5th today, and as long as I don't see any mold on it when I open it, I'm gonna make a sandwich. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully. Well, the first sandwich was so good, I'm making me another one, and I thought it might be a good idea. That's the way you clean up on the trail. But I thought I'd go ahead and, if I can here, try to show you. So, yeah, I got these, I ordered a whole case, had to order a whole case to get these, but I ordered these little single serve strawberry jelly packets. And I actually found these actual single serve. You can actually get 2 servings out of them, but I use it as a single serve peanut butter packet at the grocery store. And then I get these little, these little thins, round thin bread, and put them together, and it makes a nice little sandwich. So yeah, this particular bread, it really has a good shelf life, because it's been, I just figured it up, these been in here since last September, and like I said, it's now March, and while they're not as fresh as they probably were back then, there's no mold growing on them, and the first one tasted good. Tastes so good I'm having another one. So I'm going to finish up my lunch, and once I do that, I will be continuing on my way. Hey guys, does that log look familiar? It probably should, because I just ate lunch sitting right there maybe 20-25 minutes ago, and then I took off uphill for quite a ways up the trail, because I thought that's the way the trail went. However, there's a junction down here, and I could have sworn that when I stopped, or when I came through there, it said the mountain to tree trail was that way. And if it's not, then why is there a sign here, a sign right here pointing that way? walk around this way, there's an arrow that says 1,500 foot to parking. And the trail goes this way. There's a sign up there at the road. I don't know if you can see it, but it points you straight this way. But then you come down, you see an arrow pointing up the hill, and nothing here. However, let me zoom in. On that tree, and I don't even know if you can see it, there's an orange ribbon with a little white circle trail marker in the middle of it. But it seems to me like they need to have a sign up there that says this is not the Mountain to Sea Trail. As you can tell, we're still close to the parkway. I'm sure you can hear those motorcycles behind me. People get on the parkway on those motorcycles and they think they're a stunt driver. And every year, there's 2 or 3 of them flies over the edge of the parkway into a tree and has to be rescued. Well, I say rescued. They have to go up there and pull their dead bodies out of them. So yeah, there's that marker. And from way up there, it's hard to see. They need to put a post or something to where they can direct you. Because I just went, that said 1,500 feet. I don't know if that's a good mileage or not, but it's just it's a nice trail. There's a little campsite at the top. Of course, I think it's probably illegal being that close to the parkway, so I wouldn't stay in it. But anyway, just took me about 25 minutes. Off of my route, which, you know, at the rate I'm going today, I may be coming out of Pisgah Inn in the dark anyway, but you know. But I don't want to complain too much. Just, you know, make sure when you come to a big junction like that, I guess, go ahead and pull your app or your map or whatever you use for navigation out. But I saw signs up on the trail that were not, you know, the round blaze. It was just a white arrow pointing in the direction you should go. So I can understand how it's easy to get off track right there. Anyway, I'm back on track now. Headed down the trail. It's neither up nor down, it's just kind of rolling. So I have a feeling there's another 500 foot elevation gain and then drop back down and then back up the big one to the Pisgah Inn. But anyway, this is where I'm at. Having a great day. So for now, I'm out. Alright, I'm at mile 55 of the 60 here on segment 2. Just crossed over 276 just a little bit ago, and I'm at the first bridge. This is actually the first really running water source I've seen since I started this morning. There's been a few moist spots on the trail, but really no what I'd consider a water source. But of course, carrying this day pack, I'm carrying my water bladder, so I started with 3 liters of water. I definitely don't need any, but pretty little waterfall. Just like all the other ones on the trail, starts way up there and it comes down under the bridge and back off into the woods. But the trail's not been bad. A little wet here. I've been bad. I need to stay in better shape instead of sitting around on the couch so much. But just had another day hiker come past me. He had his dog. He had a day pack on. Not sure where he's going, but he was moving on quite quickly, unlike me. You know, I'm hiking at my pace and I'm having a good time. Hey guys, this is a campsite that I was going to stay at on my last trip, and had to come out early, but really nice campsite. There's a flat area up there. The trail comes right through here, but there's a fire pit here. Not much room, but enough for maybe one tent really, but I'm sure if need be, more could be squeezed in. But there's a great water source here. Nice little bridge that crosses. So got a nice stream going that way. The trail leading on out. And in this waterfall, which comes all the way down. And I just noticed here behind me this big tree stump. And I suppose this tree was put here, excuse me, this bridge was put here after this tree fell. Because you can see the trunk way down through the creek there. This was a huge tree. Again, there's the stump. So yeah, that was a kind of precarious up here doing twist on this little narrow bridge. But anyway, yeah, that's where I was going to stay. There's another campsite on up closer to where you start up the hill to the Pisgah Inn that was going to be an option to be closer so I could maybe sleep in later, but obviously I didn't make it to either of those. And I'm not camping this trip, so just wanted to see that there are good options for camping in here. And this is beautiful in here. Trail's not been too bad the last little ways. I think I'm getting ready to start up, but got to start up eventually to get to the Pisgah Inn and back to my car. So I'm gonna sign off for now, get on up the trail, and if I see anything else, I'll touch back with you. All right, I'm out. All right, guys. Hey, I didn't need water. Like I said, I had. I'm carrying my bladder today, but I saw this stream and this source right here, and I couldn't just pass it up. The water I've got in my bladder came out of my faucet at home, and this is coming straight out of the mountain. So I just had to take the opportunity to stop and get me some nice fresh mountain water. I'm gonna drink it right out of the filter. It's gonna be good. All right, I'm out. This is kind of cool. Really flat, level area. Just tunneled in by the Mountain Laurel. Cuts the wind down. Nice little walk. All right, folks, as you can see behind me, I made it to the Pisgah Inn. I didn't make it as quickly as I wanted to, but nonetheless, I made it. That means section 2 is in the books. I almost didn't make it before dark, and if I'd been a little slower, I would have missed this. But this is a payoff for getting up at 4 o'clock this morning, driving all the way up here, and walking 10 miles. It's absolutely beautiful. The wind's blowing, so I don't know if it's affecting the mics here, but man, God is good all the time. So now I'm gonna go up here to the parking lot. I parked one parking lot away, so that's probably about another half a mile. Hope I don't have to walk. Maybe I can catch a ride. Y'all wish me luck. All right, I'm out. Alrighty, I know I'm a little bit hard to see, but I'm just gonna wrap up the day right here. I'm finally back at my Jeep. It was about a mile walk from the trailhead back to where I had to park this morning. Couldn't get anybody to pick me up, so had to walk that as well on the road. But you know, pretty good day. Got up at 4 a.m. It's about 7 now, and I'm ready to go home. Just a 4.5 hour drive. So I'm tired. My knees hurt, and I'm ready to get in bed. So until next time.